Thursday, November 24th, 2016. It's Thanksgiving at 3:05 Central. I'm doing this low-tech Facebook mentions to get this information out to you as quickly as possible. I have talked to my sources in Florida. Now, to be clear, it's not Donald Trump. It's not Roger Stone. I did talk to Stone this morning, but I've talked to other sources inside President-elect Trump's operation. Friendly people that understand I'm friendly. And the word is that Trump didn't just meet with Romney to be friendly, that he's actually leaning towards Romney right now and could announce it as early as tomorrow. Now, I want to be very, very clear here. I'm not looking to be Mr. Absolutely pure as a driven snow, expecting things that Trump can't deliver. As long as he cuts taxes, secures our borders, stands up against ISIS, and basically does better trade deals that support this country, I totally support him because that's revolutionary against the globalists. And as Ron Paul said many times, if he got elected president, he couldn't just get everything done because the president isn't a dictator. So let's be clear. I've been sitting back while there's been criticism over who he's trying to sign up for the Secretary of Education, who has been a supporter of Common Core. You run against Common Core, then you put somebody in that at least tacitly supported it. Big red flag. There's been other things that have gone on. There's been the whole talk of who he wants to put in as Secretary of Defense, people like Bolton. There's also been a lot of positive stuff going on with Stephen Bannon, a big patriot, anti-globalist, and the stock market's already up, and Trump's already launching to build the wall, and Trump's doing so many other incredibly positive things, like saying TPP's over day one, already getting the paperwork ready, saying carbon taxes are over. This is very exciting. But when you talk about somebody like Mitt Romney, this is the guy that helped write Obamacare. This is a guy that called Trump a con artist and a fraudster and basically a criminal. Now, I get being magnanimous, but here's the deal. Mitt Romney's been a pro-war neocon. And so if you put him and Bolton in, that's way overbalanced the other way. I get balance. The problem is the neocons and the Democratic Party aren't balanced. They follow the Straussian school of economics from Chicago University, as you know, and want to take over the world. They believe in Machiavellian end justifies the means. And Trump got where he is today, Mr. President, because you rode the wave of populism that is about not being business as usual. It's about breaking the WHO's statement of meet the new boss, same as the old boss, won't get fooled again. And we've already seen, again, Trump do incredibly positive things, but my integrity comes number one, and to my viewers. And I've said I'm going to wait till he gets in office in 55 days, and then give him a few months to try to get stuff done before I really start getting concerned. Because overall, again, a lot of great things are happening. And quite frankly, when you're dealing with Hillary Clinton, there is a lesser of two evils. It'd be really hard for Trump to be as bad as Hillary Clinton. She's the worst in history. That's why a lot of real liberals, like Julian Assange, have been against her. And of course, folks like Snowden. But Mr. President-elect, the guy that's going to restore the republic, I get where you're coming from. Mitt Romney has a lot of connections. Mitt Romney's good looking. He's well spoken. You guys were friends previously. A lot of the Republican establishment didn't like him, but some do. I know that Reince Priebus is pushing him, and I know the other people, Sean and others, that are pushing him. And I know that Jared, who's a really smart guy and really helped your campaign, is pushing him. I get all that. But here's the bottom line. You got elected president, not Sean, and not Reince, and not Jared. And look, I'm friendly towards everybody. But I'm not in a cult. We're not in the Hillary cult here. All the WikiLeaks show that nobody would criticize Hillary. Nobody would tell her what was really happening. That's why she was completely disconnected from reality. So all I'm saying is, as a message to the American people, if Mitt Romney trashed you and did all these things, and I get you're trying to get the Republican Party behind you to get stuff done, you've got 900 new state house members, 16-something senators, 30-something House members. I mean, what you've done is just mind-boggling. What we've done is incredible. So I kind of get some of the calculus that, hey, I'm the president, I'm Donald Trump. It doesn't matter who I put in under me. They're going to execute my will and do what I say, or they're gone. And listen, if you appoint a bunch of people I don't like, and you get in and get all this stuff done, I'm going to say Donald Trump's an even bigger genius than I'd previously said. He's George Washington 2.0. But these people are backstabbers. And history shows you put these people in, they will come after you. They will undermine you. They will leak information to the press. So I would listen to Conway, I would listen to Bannon, and I would listen to others that are saying, listen, you called in the New York Times and you called in CNN and shoot them out and said, I hate you, you're frauds, you're jokes, you're backstabbers. They were taking orders from the Democratic and Republican Party power structure that were the ones doing all this to you. So the media, Fox that stabbed you in the back, CNN, MSNBC that put out fake quotes and did all this crap, they were getting orders from the very political establishment that you're bringing in to our tent. And they're such backstabbers. It isn't even about ideology with these people. They are cutthroats. Listen, Mitt Romney did a great job with the Olympics in Salt Lake. Mitt Romney supports some good policies as well, also some bad ones. But he's pushed open borders. He's pushed a lot of crap. And I personally do not dislike Mitt Romney. I don't think he's, quote, out to get the country. But I think he's such a shrewd, cold-blooded person for his own house and his own family that he'll sell us out to the globalists. Trump, if you don't sell us out, if you don't compromise, you will be George Washington to the next level. You'll be the most famous, important, pro-human person in history. You will gather incredible destiny behind you to lead humanity into the 21st century and a new renaissance. This isn't like you're some regular politician and you kind of halfway screw us, but do it with some lubrication so people don't get pissed. America and the world is in love with you. If you betray us, we will be like scorned women, and hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Now listen, I trust you. I know you're a patriot. Nobody's infallible, though. And I know you think you know the angles, and you're seeing stuff I don't see and stuff I don't know. But when I learned today and last night from multiple sources, because I know you talked to a lot of people and asked their opinion, that you're really leaning towards Romney right now, all I'm saying is please lean somewhere else. I get also that you're into aesthetics. Romney is a good-looking guy. Okay, he's very presidential. He's very diplomatic. He's very slick. But man, he thought he was better than you, and he's not going to stop thinking he's better than you. And he's going to think he really tricked you, that you let him in. This is letting the vampire in. They always trick you to get authorization in. They always trick you to be invited in across the threshold. Do not do it. Now, I've got a proviso. If knowing what you know and wanting to be able to control the whole system and try to restore the republic, I'm going to give you a pass on this. But I'm going to be really concerned. I'm going to go from being a little concerned to very concerned and watching very carefully. If you do let Romney in, then you've got to do this. You've got to do this. Romney has got to go on a TV tour and a speaking tour across the country, singing the Republic's praises, speaking out against the New World Order, globalism, and repeating everything that is basically our credo, Americanism, not globalism. Because he's been a globalist to a great extent, not a total globalist. That's why they went after him in 2012 and stopped him. I want to see him publicly apologize at a press conference with you when you announce him as Secretary of State as your nominee. And I want to see him go on a tour to reverse what he did and say that he was wrong, and that he was listening to bad advisors, and that he's basically apologizing. Because listen, I backed you for a year and a half. I backed you because I knew you were for real, and I saw the enemy coming out against you, and I knew that 25 years ago you fought NAFTA and GATT, and I'd seen the Oprah Winfrey interviews and all the rest of it. And I thought you were so great that you might not just be a sellout to these other billionaires and globalists, that you might want to actually restore true prosperity. But if Mitt Romney does not apologize publicly repeatedly and does not eat crow, then you can know that individual is only sharpening a 12-inch dagger to shove it in your back as soon as you turn your back. Trump, you got put in power because the people of America and the world are pissed and are awake to globalism. You know that. This wave against the New World Order isn't some fad. It's the return of the Republic. I would not put Bolton in. I would not put Romney in. What you did with their new education choice, she did some good stuff on charter schools, but bad on this. If she comes out and says, look, I was just going with my constituents, and that was rhetoric, I don't do what Trump says, then it's okay. But if you get in 55 days, and then these people start business as usual, you have absolutely, totally squandered a birthright that you took in your hands. I mean, you pulled the sword Excalibur out of the damn stone. Nobody ever does stuff like this and doesn't deliver. If you don't deliver on something this big, Alex Jones is not going to be your problem. Your problem is going to be the force of the universe we know is justice, and that flows from God Almighty. You say you've changed a lot. You believed in God before, but you say you've changed during this. Absolutely, you felt providence. All these cowards that serve corruption are weak. They tie into the power of this world. It's time to transcend that and go to the next level, Trump. I've told you this stuff privately, and I know you respect me because you know we have 40 million plus people a week conservatively tuning in, 75 to 85 million during the election. And everybody knows Infowars.com is now the biggest media operation out there. We dwarf the New York Times, even on Quantcast, and the BBC combined. They're doing everything they can to try to stop us. The listeners are the real power. Just as I know the real power is my listeners and supporters, you know that. And they're going to give you the benefit of the doubt, but I'm telling you, I get the management strategy. I get it, of like a corporation. You got enemies, you got corporate guys, it's a corporate merger. You took them over, trying to get the best managers. Let them realize, hey, you were my enemy before. I realize that your butt hurt. Come on in, let's be winners. This is a whole nother ball game. And they will never bury their grudges. Never. Never. They understand that there is a spirit awake now that is going to overturn their parasitic monopoly systems. And if you really want to turn that spirit of Renaissance and the new awakening loose, then that's the stuff of total legends. And Donald Trump's name will be known on distant planets 500 years from now. Will be synonymous with human vitality and virile strength and honor. You halfway deliver, you'll be known as a great historical figure. You sell us out, Benedict Arnold and Judas Iscariot will no longer be in the lexicon of traitors. Donald J. Trump, Donald Don Trump, will be the very essence of betrayal. You're not going that way. This is my statement. I hope my listeners retweet this video to you. I hope everybody points this out and lets those little CNN folks and everybody else in Priebus know. If you think you are going to beat us co-opting Trump, you have no idea. Infowars.com/show. Paul Watson is hosting tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central. I'll be popping in. And of course, we're going to have the Sunday show. I'll be hosting that live, 4 to 6 p.m. Central. Spread these video links, spread the articles, spread the free app link, Infowars.com/app. Sign up for the free newsletter, Infowars.com/newsletter. So if they censor us, we can still get stuff to you via the email. You're the reason we're having this big effect. I salute you. I love you. Your purity absolutely brings me to my knees, viewers and listeners of every race, color, and creed. I love you. Your support and your trust of me will never, never be violated. I will die before I do it. So I salute you, and I am humbled by you. And I love you. I told you, getting Trump elected is only the first level. Better Supreme Court justices, liberty, freedom. Anything's better than Hillary. But we're not going to settle just for something better. We're now going to press and push for the restoration of this republic and human freedom worldwide. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say, see, I told you so, that communist Chinese-style net censorship was coming to the web, because it's already here. It's being announced. The way you keep the internet open and free is you get involved more than ever. Go to Infowars.com/app. A new battleship in the fight. Infowars Live, available right now. We're looking for a crew to man it. You going to sit down and play games and be a trendy? Or are you going to be part of history? Don't sit by and let the internet and free speech be stolen from you. Take action. It is Thursday, November 24th, 2016. It's Thanksgiving at 3:05 Central. I'm doing this low-tech Facebook mentions to get this information out to you as quickly as possible. I have talked to my sources in Florida. Now, to be clear, it's not Donald Trump. It's not Roger Stone. I did talk to Stone this morning. But I've talked to other sources inside President-elect Trump's operation. Friendly people that understand I'm friendly. And the word is that Trump didn't just meet with Romney to be friendly, that he's actually leaning towards Romney right now and could announce it as early as tomorrow. Now, I want to be very, very clear here. I'm not looking to be Mr. Absolutely pure as a driven snow, expecting things that Trump can't deliver. As long as he cuts taxes, secures our borders, stands up against ISIS, and basically does better trade deals that support this country, I totally support him because that's revolutionary against the globalists. And as Ron Paul said many times, if he got elected president, he couldn't just get everything done because the president isn't a dictator. So let's be clear. I've been sitting back while there's been criticism over who he's trying to sign up for the Secretary of Education, who has been a supporter of Common Core. You run against Common Core, and you put somebody in that at least tacitly supported it. Big red flag. There's been other things that have gone on. There's been the whole talk of who he wants to put in as Secretary of Defense, people like Bolton. There's also been a lot of positive stuff going on with Stephen Bannon, a big patriot, anti-globalist, and the stock market's already up, and Trump's already launching to build the wall, and Trump's doing so many other incredibly positive things, like saying TPP's over day one, already getting the paperwork ready, saying carbon taxes are over. This is very exciting. But when you talk about somebody like Mitt Romney, this is the guy that helped